In this video, we are going to work on units and measurements. In units and measurements, when you hear the term, you have to link your mind directly to physics, and this is the first topic you have to treat when you want to learn physics. So from here, I would like to define terms associated with this topic. So please, if you are new to the channel, hit on the subscribe button and turn on notification, and place your comments. Do you still remember what you did when you treated units and measurements in physics? Watch out. Starting from the first term I have here, I have the fundamental quantities. Fundamental quantities are quantities that are independent. They are on their own. Other quantities depend on them. By fundamental units, I mean fundamental units are units that are independent. Other units depend on them, and they can also be called units of fundamental quantities. Examples of fundamental quantities are: we have time, we have mass, we have length, we have electric current, we have so many of them, but there are three most important: the length, the mass, and the time. And their fundamental units: the length, the fundamental unit is meters; the time, the fundamental unit is seconds; and the mass, the fundamental unit is kilogram. So I would like to draw a table and throw more light on fundamental quantities and units before we move to the second, the derived quantities and derived units. From the table above, I would like to explain some of the fundamental quantities and its units. The fundamental quantities, like the length, we say that length is the measurement of a distance from one point to another. So from this straight line, you can measure the length. From what you have done so far, I hope you have learned something. I think watching till the end is not a waste of time. So please try watching the next exercise, and I hope you will learn something even during this COVID-19 period. Please stay tuned. The second I have here, I have the time. And time is that in which distinguish an event with reference from before and after. So, like we said, that time is something like something measured in seconds, minutes, and hour. It distinguishes between now and in the next minute, or in the next hour, or in the next second. So that is time for you. The third one, I have the mass, and we say that mass is the quantity of a material, of a substance, or we say of a matter. Some misplace or misuse mass and weight, but when you keep watching my video, I will try to distinguish between weight and matter, weight and mass. The fourth one, I have temperature, and temperature is high or low degree of a body. It's either the body is hot or cold or cool. So any of degree is measured in Kelvin, and it is called temperature. The degree of hotness or coldness of a body. And this is the definition I have for temperature. So we have electric currents, current in electricity, current in an electric wire, and so on. An amount of substance, but that is normally used when you are measuring liquids, and maybe that is normally used in chemistry. Moles, amount of a substance, and so on. In measurements, there is something called SI units. And SI units in English is called the principal system of units. Before it was called MKS, which is the meter kilogram seconds unit. And there is another system called the standard units, where length is measured in centimeter, time in seconds, mass in gram. Thank you for watching to the end of my video, and I hope you learned something. Please place your comments on the comment box below. Tell me, what new thing do you learn from my video? If you are new to the channel, please do not forget to subscribe to our channel and turn on the notification for updates. See you next week.